they planted trees to watch them grow. Instead, they watched love grow first. This is the story of Alara and Liam, and an orchard that became a testament to their love. It all started on a small, sun-drenched patch of land they bought together. It wasn't much, just a field of dreams and a handful of saplings. Their plan was simple: plant an apple orchard, nurture it, and one day, harvest the fruits of their labor. The first year was all about digging and planting. Under the hot sun, they dug holes, their hands covered in soil, their laughter echoing across the empty field. Liam would tease Alara about her perfectly straight rows, and she'd playfully splash him with water from the hose. They weren't just planting trees, they were planting memories, each sap with a shared joke or a quiet promise. They imagined the future, a sea of green leaves and blossoms, but the future felt so far away. As seasons changed, so did their little orchard. The second year, the first tender leaves appeared. It was a small victory, but to them, it was a miracle. They spent their evenings walking hand in hand between the young trees, talking about everything and nothing. Liam learned that Alara had a secret talent for singing to the trees, a gentle lullaby she believed helped them grow. Alara discovered that Liam, for all his practicality, would talk to the saplings as if they were old friends, encouraging them to reach for the sky. The third year brought the first blossoms. Tiny, delicate flowers of pink and white dotted the branches. It was a breathtaking sight. They had a picnic right in the middle of the orchard, surrounded by the sweet fragrance. Liam picked a single blossom and tucked it behind Alara's ear. In that moment, surrounded by the life they were building, he knew this was more than just a project. This was their life, intertwined with the roots of the trees. But farming is never easy. The fifth year, a late frost threatened their entire crop. 4 days, they worked tirelessly, covering the fragile buds, letting small fires to keep the cold at bay. They were exhausted, their faces smudged with soot, but they fought for their orchard together. When the danger passed and they saw the buds that survived, they held each other, a silent acknowledgement of their shared strength. They had weathered their first storm, and it had only brought them closer. By the 7th year, the trees were strong and laden with fruit. They finally had their first real harvest. The apples were crisp, sweet, and perfect. They filled basket after basket, their hearts full of pride. They hosted a small harvest festival for their friends and family. As the sun set, casting a golden glow over the orchard, Liam led Alara to the very first tree they had planted together. It stood taller than the rest, its branches reaching out like open arms. He turned to her, his eyes reflecting the warm light. He spoke of the years they had spent here, of the dirt under their fingernails and the sun on their faces. He talked about watching the trees grow, but how, all along, he was really watching their love grow. Deeper, stronger, and more beautiful with each passing season. And there, under the branches of their first tree, with the scent of apples in the air, Liam asked Alara to marry him. Her yes was as natural and certain as the changing seasons. The orchard wasn't just a place where they grew apples. It was the place where they grew a life, a partnership, and a love that was as enduring as the trees themselves. Years passed. The orchard thrived, becoming a local landmark, known for its delicious apples and the beautiful story behind it. Alara and Liam grew older, their hair streaked with silver, their hands weathered by time and work. They raised their children in the orchard, teaching them how to care for the trees, just as they had cared for each other. They'd often sit on the porch, looking out at the rows of trees, now mature and majestic. They saw more than just an orchard. They saw a timeline of their life together. The small sapling where they shared their first dreams. The strong oak where their children built a treehouse. The blossom-filled row where they celebrated anniversaries. Each tree was a chapter in their story. Their love story became a quiet legend, whispered among those who visited. People said you could feel the love in the air, that the apples tasted sweeter because of it. Alara and Liam would just smile. They knew the secret wasn't magic. It was just time, patience, and a whole lot of love. They had planted trees to watch them grow, but in the end, the orchard had been the one watching them. A silent, beautiful witness to a love that was meant to last forever. They had created their very own orchard of forever. Thank you for watching this story unfold with us. If you believe in the power of love and patience, hit that like button and subscribe for more tales that warm the heart. See you next time.